When did you first realize your child was different? My daughter was 4 when I noticed something wasn't like the other kids. We were at a playground filled with laughter and movement. Children were climbing, running, sliding, but not Lily. She stood perfectly still, eyes closed, face tilted toward the sky. Lily, don't you want to play? I asked, gently touching her shoulder. I am playing, Mommy, she whispered. I'm listening to the colors. I smiled, thinking it was just a child's imagination. But later that evening she wouldn't eat her carrots, not because she didn't like them, but because they were screaming too loudly. She flinched at sounds no one else noticed. She stared at blank walls as if watching something only she could see. Sometimes, she answered questions I hadn't even spoken aloud. One morning, I was searching everywhere for her favorite purple shirt. It's in the bottom drawer, Lily said without even looking up, under your old sweater. I checked, and there it was, exactly as she said. How did you know that? I asked. Grandma told me, she replied. My mother had passed away 6 months before Lily was born. That night, I moved the old rocking chair out of her room. The next morning it was back in place. No one else was in the house. Then her preschool called. Lily is sweet, her teacher said carefully, but she's been upsetting the other children. She explained how Lily told one little boy that his dad wasn't coming home. The next day, his father died in a car accident. At home, things escalated. Lily drew pictures of people we didn't know. She woke up screaming about fires and floods, events that appeared in the news days later. She spoke about our family's past, details I'd never shared with her. I was overwhelmed and terrified. My brother urged me to see a specialist. After weeks of evaluations, the doctor finally said, your daughter has heightened perceptual abilities. I spent the next 2 years learning everything I could about children with psychic sensitivities. I adjusted our home to reduce sensory overload. I listened to her warnings. I kept track of her visions. Lily began to thrive. By the age of 7, she could find lost items and describe emotions with colors and sounds that somehow made sense. But then came the nightmares. She started drawing the same image again and again, a dark shadow hovering over her bed. It's coming for me, she whispered. It wants to take me away. I turned to spiritual advisors, doctors, researchers. No one could explain it. I started doubting everything. Had I encouraged this too much? Should I have helped her be more normal? My beliefs were shattered. I used to think the world was structured and predictable. Now I slept on the floor beside her, terrified of what might come. Why would any universe give a child the ability to see such beauty, and such terror, and leave her defenseless? Months passed. She withdrew into herself. Medications dulled her. The light in her eyes faded. Then one night as I tucked her in, she suddenly gripped my hand tightly. Mommy, she said, eyes bright and clear for the first time in weeks. I have to tell you something. What is it, sweetheart? I asked, heart pounding. I'm not going to be here much longer, she said calmly. But it's okay. I'm just going home. This is your home, I said, trying to hold back tears. She gave a small, sad smile. I was only borrowed. They're coming to take me back. 3 days later, she slipped into a coma. The doctors could find no reason. She had simply gone somewhere they couldn't follow. At her bedside, the air changed. I felt a presence fill the room. The monitors flickered. And just for a moment, I saw what she had always seen. Colors that sang. Light that whispered. She took her last breath in a room filled with a soft purple glow. At her funeral, I placed her drawings in her small casket, not because she needed them, but because I finally understood. Her perception wasn't strange or frightening. It was beautiful.